You feeling okay? I'm just getting over a cold as well.
Nope.
But yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
What? Hey guys, Jollz here. We're starting something new. We're giving away one free coaching session every week. Watch until the end of the video to find out how. Enjoy the video. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Going good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm chilling. You ready to pop off?
Pop off? Yeah.
Nice. Let's do it. All right. So currently it's 7-1. 7-3 peak. Looking good. All right. We have a decent amount of games played this act.
Yeah, we've been grinding.
Hell yeah. Love to see that. Love to see that. And he's just been mainly playing Raze and Jet, looks like.
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. As you should. Yeah. So just insta-lock these agents. It's good. Damage per round is great. KD's good. Headshot percentage is a healthy range. Not bad. Okay. What would you say is like your biggest thing you're struggling with?
I think my team play struggles a little bit sometimes. Just like coordinating a flash with like an entry or like something like that.
Gotcha.
Out mid. 2, 3.
On my way.
Very nice. On your left. Nice. Nice job. Good round. I like that. Great play. As soon as you got that last one, you backed up, you reloaded. Chet just decided to dash through. Your teammate got the next point of contact. It was good.
Sweet. I got a flank.
He'll be here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the idea was good. The idea was really good. Only
Just
problem.
have my gun out.
Yeah, just have your gun out because.
Okay.
One thing to always consider, so this is super important with flanks and flank timing. So your flank was good. It was really good. You had a window there. The only issue is like, if you never see the enemy team like full on rushing out, executing, in my mind, I'm like, someone's holding for me. Like guaranteed. Okay, yeah. Unless they're like, you know, like fade ulting in, you hear like flashes, everything. Like people are just like funneling into the site. That is your window where you can actually like knife out and kind of like super fast flank. But if one, they're not like fully committing and they're not out, or two, they're already in the site, then you have to automatically assume someone's holding. There's only like a small little window for when you actually have like a giga timing like that with knife out where you can kind of go behind them, and that's just when they're like hard executing. So before that, it's not good, and after that, that's not good because they're gonna be like holding for it. I mean, it's okay, it's still okay to do, but you just have to have gun out is all. Yeah, see if we can help our Astra here. Nice. Default one. You have 3 bullets though, okay. Nice. Probably off in main. Yeah.
Spike down A.
Yeah, she's main.
What a mad lad. What the
I know, he's crazy.
What the no way he does that peek. That is crazy.
Yeah, one mid.
So one thing I'm noticing too on defensive side, we're kind of making the same play every round. You know what I mean? Like we're just kind of peeking door every time, and it's just kind of like a default thing to do. We want to change that up. Maybe next round we go art. We double up art, right? Just because like we have nobody watching door doesn't mean it's like necessarily bad. It was good.
I'm gonna double up art this round.
Yeah, I like this. Oh, all good. Nice. Dip. Fall. Every time you get a pick like this, and it's a clean one, you immediately fall off and take the numbers advantage. And now you guys are chilling. 5v3, you guys just play together and you win. Like I would just chill, maybe play off for Astra's contact, and that's a wrap. We do have our ult though. Should find a way to use it if we can.
One more mid.
There could have been a world where you might have just popped your ult there. You know what I mean? Like if you knew there was one mid, maybe you just say F it and pop the ult, because then you could get a gun and maybe win the round because of it. I don't know. Yeah, you might be able to ult, actually. I don't know. Nice. Very nice. I would just play here together with my teammate.
You are divided.
Okay, I'm a satchel and just trade.
Last player standing.
Unlucky.
Oh,
that was my bad. Satchel 2-4.
It was alright. It was good. Don't worry about it. Stop. Pause the video right now and go subscribe. Thanks. You feeling okay? I'm just getting over a cold as well. But yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
What? Dude, what was that shot though from Reyna? That was crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah. It was nuts.
Here. Okay. I'll find you.
We should be waiting for smokes to go out before we push, but these smokes are hella late. Ooh, reloading Nova. This was scary. Nice. Nice shot. Cool. Only thing that I would say this round is like, you know how you push through before the smokes were even down? Like we kind of like swing like 8 different angles with like heaven, spawn, link, you know, we're exposed from back halls too. So as a good rule of thumb, always try to wait for smokes before you start swinging. And if you don't get the smokes, I'm not swinging, right? Like that's usually how things work. Like if I don't see the smokes, I'm not going, because it's like, it's kind of a death wish. If there was 3 people holding an angle, like 1 heaven, 1 spawn, and 1 link, we're getting 1 at most, right? And then trade it instantly. So a shot.
Here.
Welcome to
my world. Bomb buddy. Reloading.
You can follow the ult in.
Poison's gone.
Nice. Give ult.
1 enemy remaining.
Plant.
Great use of ult. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Great use of ult timing too. A big thing that a lot of Raze players don't do is like hold on their ults, you know, right? Like it adds so much pressure. That entire time they can't peek, right? Like what are they gonna do? So you basically get like a free plant. You get a lot of space with that ult, even if you don't use it.
Jet's still
1
secret.
enemy remaining.
Nice. That's right.
Flawless.
GG.
Let's go. Solid game, dude. That was so sick. Do your games normally go like that, or like?
This team worked well with me. I don't know. They just went off my util. Sometimes I like struggle with like follow-ups and stuff like that.
So is it sometimes like you are pushing into a site and then your team doesn't follow up and they don't get the trade?
Yeah, sometimes they don't follow up.
Ah, okay. And that's when you get cut. Okay, I get it now. All right. Let me share my screen. Let me go over some stuff that'll help you then. So overall, mechanic wise, it's not an issue, right? Like your mechanics are good. That's not a problem. The biggest thing is just a little bit of our decision making, when to push, when not to push, and then also making sure that we have a plan before we do a lot of the stuff, and then making sure that the team also knows about our plan before we do stuff. So a couple things. So let's just go over retaking in general and defensive side. Okay, so you have the right idea with how you should be playing defensive side as a duelist, and that's going to be like in a position where you're just going to be floating around like a floater, right? Duelists should never be like hard anchoring sites. You're not going to be hard anchoring A or B. That's not really a thing unless you're opping, and then that's a different story. But for the most part, you're Raze. You're just going to be like, you know, running around and doing whatever, and it's like, you want to go aggressive towards mid, you can, right? And that's perfectly fine. But as long as we have like a plan involved with it, and maybe our teammate is with us. So let's say you want to go aggressive towards mid, and I had a teammate who was here, and I usually play Dora like we normally did, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna double up Art. But now what does that also mean that when we're doubling up? I would be like, hey Astra, you want to swing with me? So we're taking it a step further. It's like, you know, you're telling Astra you're doubling up with her, but you're not telling Astra what you plan on doing, and that's swinging here. So in her mind, she's probably thinking, well, you're just doubling up and you guys are gonna play together, which is fine too. But if you guys want to go aggressive, you guys go aggressive together. So if you swing here, you get 1 kill, second person comes around the corner, gets traded, and then Astra comes around the corner and trades this one, boom, we're up numbers, and that's really good for us. But that's only happening because we communicated what we had in mind, so our Astra was able to play around our playstyle. So having a plan, telling our teammates our plan, and then maybe like suggesting sort of playstyle for our teammates. So it would just be something as simple as like what I just mentioned, right? Hey, let's double up here. I'm gonna swing mid. Do you want to swing with me? And then it's like you're kind of letting them know what you want to do. And it's like they could swing, they might not. And if they don't, it's like, all right, well, I'm not gonna be playing with my Astra anymore. They're not gonna listen. We also want to avoid patterns. Okay, patterns was a big thing that I noticed where we do the same thing every single round. Eventually, better players are gonna punish this really quick. Like if I see someone swinging door, or they just, you know, after 10 seconds they swing door and peek mid, I'm doubling up with someone and I'm holding with it. I'm like, yo, this Raze likes to peek door, let's just trade her out, and then me and my teammate are just gonna come out here, and you're getting 1 at most, and then you're gonna get traded for it. And best case scenario for us is like we just kill you without you even getting 1. So making sure that we're kind of switching it up and not always playing the same way every time is like a big one. Offensive side, so having a plan is really good, especially when you do have your ult, and you think of something in your mind. You're like, okay, I'm gonna go Art with my ult, this is good. You want to do this, and you want to push in all the way through, and if your teammate follows up, it's a genius strat. But it becomes a not so genius strat and borderline not good at all if your whole team doesn't listen, but you're still like locked into your own strat, right? I used to do this a lot. This was a big mistake I used to do, where I'd be like, all right guys, let's go Arts and let's split towards A and have like people come Art with me. And it's like no one would come Art with me, and most of them would just go A main, and I'm still making the same play I would as if I had the 2 people with me, because I'm like so set in with like what my idea was that I didn't realize what my team is doing compared to what I thought was happening. And this can impact, you know, your performance because you're making inefficient plays because of it. So yeah, if I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go art with my ults, come with me guys and follow me up. And it's like, you know, we hit 2 people B, 2 people A, you're like, what the f are these guys doing? Like, not a single person is listening. So I'm like, all right, kid, I'm gonna go A then with my ults. You know, it's just like, it's fine to just completely throw away what you had and kind of stay grouped with your team and do bad stuff together than splitting up and doing bad stuff together. So obviously, best case scenario, everyone's on the same page and everyone's doing good stuff together, but not always is it going to be like that. And with flanking too, right? Flanking too, we noticed that like you have one window with flanks where you can just like knife out and push like this. And it's just like, if they're pushing in, like if I'm here and these guys are hard pushing now, this is like a perfect opportunity where you can just like knife out and kind of get this flank, because when they're pushing in, everyone's trying to get into sight, and the second sight is clear and they start planting, boom, they immediately fall off and start watching flank, right? Like this is like what good players will do immediately. But good players aren't going to just sit here and watch flank while their team is pushing in case that they get traded. This is a bad play if they are doing this. So it's always going to be like they help push in, they get sight, oh, they plants, okay, immediately start watching flank again, and now your window's like it's not existent anymore. You have to have the gun out and be ready for these fights.
Guys, free coaching every week. Join the Discord in the description box below. If you want to try out other coaches, go to coaching.jollztv.com or click the link in the description below. They're all radiant players, they're great people, and I personally vouch for them myself. Good luck climbing.